So we have a versus battle between the Leatherman Skeletool CX versus the RX. Which one is better between those two very fine tools over here? Now there is very small difference between both of them, and I actually recommend for you to get one of those. So the question is, which one is the one you should be getting? They're so similar to each other. So this one is the CX tool. It comes with this knife right here, and one of the biggest differences between both of them is this, the knife. You can see right here the difference in the edges. This one is just a straight edge, this one is surrogate edged, and this one is preferred for me. So the surrogate one is better to cut things and to even do like this. On the other hand, I find this knife not to be as good or as useful. I just don't like it as much. I think it is not as badass looking, but primarily this one, you just have more use for it. Now, what I am actually going to be doing is replacing it for my favorite tool right here. I'm going to replace this knife here and use this one instead, because this is just such a superior knife in my opinion. So you can see right here, this one has both of them on both ends. So it's pretty easy for you to replace. You just need to have the unscrew tool, and I'm going to be putting this one right there. I'm putting this one right here and reselling this knife in my eBay shop. Now the other difference, except the knife, is, as you can see, is also the finish between both of them. So this has the red finish, this is the black one. I think this one looks a little bit more better as a multi-tool, but between looks and everything, there is another fine feature that the RX actually has. In this one, there is this tool right here, which is just a screwdriver. In the RX version, is something known as a glass breaker tool. This one is just a screwdriver. On the other hand, this one right here, it got the glass breaker right there. So in an emergency situation, you can break the glass in your vehicle. And also, you can use this tool right here to go through your seatbelt and to get yourself out of there. This is why this one right here is not so good, the blade. This one is better in an emergency situation, and therefore why I'm going to be changing it to this one instead for that one. Other than that, both tools are nearly identical, but I think for the extra price of just around 10 bucks, you get an extra safety of mind by having a better knife, by having a glass breaker tool included. And this is it. This is probably the only big differences between both of those tools. Now the Leatherman Skeletool doesn't come with anything that you can put this into. So this is unfortunate, because you're not getting a storage case that is included. But you can actually get just a plastic storage case as one of the options, which is not really that good. But most of the time you might actually get the wrong choice there and get one with no storage case, such as I did right here. But you can always get your own storage cases. A few other features that this actually has, we have the pliers. Now one thing about those pliers over here is that they're the cheaper version of the pliers. Both of them don't have the possibility for you to replace them if anything goes bad. And although a very good use, after a while they might actually go bad, they might break. So this is one thing that this tool doesn't actually have included. Another thing, this is like the super extreme basic Leatherman. It is small, fits in your hand, in your pocket. There was only a few features that this actually has. Now this part right here could potentially be used as a hammer. It's not made for it, but if you need to beat into something, you could potentially use this. This is not what it is designed for, but if you need it, it could be used for that. We have the knife, we have the pliers, and we have the bit tools, and they're interchangeable. You can take them out, switch them, and use it. And there is a second one that is included right here as well. And this is it. This is all you're really getting over here. Pretty basic, but just what you need. And in my opinion, between both of those, just spend a little bit extra cash and get the Leatherman X version, which is the RX version. So long and behold, I found the box, and right inside of it we have something in here. It does come with the actual storage case, which is just an extra nothing. That's right, it doesn't cost you anything extra. You just have to pick it that's gonna come with this or without, and it actually costs the same exact amount. The case by itself is not leather, it is just normal case that you can use to store this, but that's all you really need. And this is how it looks like. I think it's overall very good case for what is one of the cheapest and most useful multi-tools that is featured in the Leatherman store, and one of the coolest looking as well. I can't shake that. This is one of the most awesomest looking multi-tools that you probably ever own. I just like the style, the core, and of course it gives you all the stuff you actually need as necessities for everyday carry and use, without being a bulky big tool that will just take so much of your space, and yet it just does all the basics easily for you. So I want to show you how easy it is to open this. All you need is specific screwdriver that has this very good loop to it, and all you're doing is opening up, loosening up both of those on both ends. Pretty simple to do. I already loosened this up just a bit beforehand. Taking this out, putting it right on this side, and remember you're doing the same exact thing on both ends here. This one already was opened up before. Now you want to make sure when you're actually doing this that it's lined up correctly, and you're going to be putting it exactly how you took it apart. So here you can see how it actually looks like. Interestingly enough, this one has, I think, even more solid construction, but they're not interchangeable. So all I'm doing, putting it like this, and screwing this right back in. Make sure it is secured in here. There. It looks like it is all the way in. You want to make it as secure as you can, and then test it out. So this one is good. Now the next one, this one right here, putting the knife right back in. Lining this up. Now one key trick for you is to magnetize this tool so it doesn't fall off. Now all we have to do is just to put this in, and you just have to slowly screw this in until it goes in. This is actually the better made tool. It just screws in so much easier than the other one. And secure it as much as you can. Now you're testing to make sure it goes in and out pretty good. And now I just made this to be all black tool. Now the biggest question is, which one looks better? Was the original better looking or the new version? Let me know below what you think. I think the all black edition looks kind of cool, especially with the knife. Very nice. Nice and slick. Exactly how I like it.